sometimes choosing a laser layout tool can be a bit of a balancing act. On one hand, you have really expensive rotary lasers, which are overkill for a lot of things. And then you have less expensive crosshair lasers, which are great and they're a great buy, but they're a little bit weak in some applications. Well, Bosch has a new laser that is going to be bridging those two categories, and I'm going to tell you how it works. Okay, so the key to the GLL2-80, which is this model, is these conical mirrors. Now we're going to have to get in tight to see what these things look like. In a typical rotary laser, you actually have a pinpoint laser that spins 360 degrees fast enough to project a straight line in all directions. Bosch took a little bit of a different approach. You'll see when I wiggle this that it's self-leveling. There's actually a little floating vial in there, and inside that vial there's a conical mirror. And all this is doing is projecting a dot laser straight up into that conical mirror, which then splits it 360 degrees in all directions. Same thing happens with this one on the side here. This one projecting from floor to ceiling and everything on either side. So what you end up with is the stability of a dot laser, less moving parts, but it still gives you 360-degree line, which is very crisp. Now it's got the same basic setups you're familiar with any laser. So you slide that switch on to activate it. That'll give you a line that when you tilt the whole unit, the line will also tilt. That's going to be great if you're running, let's say, wainscot up a stairway. You also notice that I can switch between the different laser modes. I get a crosshair, I get a straight horizontal, and I get a vertical. Now, if I want to make sure that I'm dead level or dead plumb, I can slide it one more notch over. And now that's going to activate an alarm function so that when I tip it out of level, it's going to make a noise, so I know. And again, you have the same functionality. But if I tip it either out of level or out of plumb, it'll give me an alert. Now this laser line is accurate to a 1/4 inch at 100 feet. It also has a pulse mode, so you can use a detector up to 265 feet. And it does include a wall bracket, or it can be mounted onto a post that will run floor to ceiling. So if you need to place the laser in the center of a room and don't have a tripod, that's a great accessory for that. So what does $340 buy you? It gets you the laser tool, which again has horizontal and vertical and crosshair mode. It gives you a hard shell case with a nice foam rubber lining, and it gives you a wall mount bracket. That's a pretty good value for $340, and I think you're going to have a hard time finding a competitive tool at that price point.